Like, maybe I could actually just be happy. Okay, please help me, Jules out.
Guys, help? I have a crush on this girl and we're in the same friend group. And like before the holiday she was really clingy and cute. And during PE she would just not let go of me. The teacher said get into groups of 2. And this beautiful girl quite literally didn't let me go until we were partners. Like I don't know if she's just being friendly because she says she's straight but IDK. Anyway, I have a sleepover with her. Tomorrow I'll say more then. Val out 3.
Okay, so I just made this account to rant about my life and love life BC. I don't have anyone to talk to. So I really like this guy at my school, and I genuinely think he's really cute and stuff. But plot twist, he used to be really mean to me back then and bullied me. Well, not anymore, and has been nicer. Maybe a little too nice now, which is weird BC. He used to be so open about hating me. Also, he basically has no other social media apps besides Discord BC of... Actually, I don't know. Probably because of strict parents, or he does not want to. Anyways, back to the topic. Even though all my friends tell me not to engage with him, I still can't help the crush I have on him. And I'm trying to get over him. But I hate his stupid cuteness. It's the summer, so I don't see him in real life anymore. But now he messages me through his only social media app. He also downloaded a game he used to hate just to play with me. I just think it's a bit unusual, especially with the background of bullying we have together. But anyways, first video.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm not gay. Like, I'm not. I literally had a boyfriend in 9th grade for 3 weeks. He wore Axe body spray and we kissed once behind the science wing. So obviously not gay. Anyway, this summer I got a job at this camp because I needed money and my mom said I lacked discipline, which was honestly rude, but whatever. And on the first day I show up and guess who's also there? Let's call her Maya. Blonde, popular, voted best smile in the yearbook. Has that girl next door look, but also probably has enemies. She's like Sunshine if Sunshine wore tiny tank tops and had perfect eyeliner in 90-degree heat. And we're co-CITs. Like, every shift. Together. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna hate her. But then she offered me gum and called my water bottle aesthetic, which made my stomach flip. But I'm not gay. Anyway, day 2. She ties my friendship bracelet for me because my nails are too long. She literally says, here, I got you, and takes my wrist gently like some sort of rom-com lead, and I forget how to breathe for 43 seconds.
But I'm not gay.
Then she starts doing this thing where every time I say something even remotely funny, she laughs like I'm the most hilarious person alive. Like, girl, calm down. I literally just said the word snacksident. But also, like, please never stop. One time she tucked my hair behind my ear because it was getting in my eyes. I almost passed away. Right there, on the dirt path between archery and canoeing. Rip me. She made me a keychain with my name in beads. She put a little heart on it. Just casually. A heart. Who does that? And now we do this thing where we share a Gatorade like it's totally normal. Like, our lips have been in the same place multiple times. This is fine. Yesterday she said, you're like really cool. I wish we hung out more at school. And I went, ha, yeah, me too. In the voice of a Victorian
orphan girl.
seeing sunlight for the first time. But like, it's not that deep. We're just friends and I'm not gay. Right?
So hi guys, I don't know why I'm doing this. I just saw some guys uploading videos on TikTok talking about their love life and I just had to say this. Okay, so there's this one guy. He's not really just a guy because he's my bully. I don't understand him. He's been bullying me for years. He hurts me, splashes water on me, taking my money away, and all kind of stuff. So what I'm saying that a few days ago there was a party that my friend threw. Of course I was invited because he was my best friend after all. The problem was, I didn't know that my bully also came. So there I was, at the party just having fun, and suddenly he comes in with his usual cocky friend group. I wanted to leave immediately, but my best friends held me back. And because I didn't want to upset him, I stayed. So after a while I was pretty drunk actually. We played spin a bottle. I knew this was not a good idea, but I did it anyway. So we sit there in a circle. My bully the opposite of me. He was staring into my soul the whole time. Like, do I have something on my face? Why are you looking at me? After some rounds, it was finally my turn. I was definitely nervous, but I did it anyway. So the bottle keeps spinning, and yeah, of course it landed on him. I look up at him, and he was already staring at me with a smirk on his face, which I hate. I wanted to refuse, but it was either kissing him or drinking a whole bottle of vodka. So obviously I couldn't refuse, because I didn't want to get even more drunk. So I did something which I definitely regret. I just got up and walked over to him, grabbing him by the collar and just kissing him. I didn't think it was a problem because it was the rule of the game. But what I didn't expect was that he was kissing me back. If I didn't pull back, he would probably be kissing me even with his tongue. I was so shocked, and everyone too, that I just couldn't take it, and I run out. I heard him yelling after me, but I just couldn't take this anymore. It was too embarrassing for me. So some days later at school, everyone was just staring at me like I'm some freak for kissing him. I was drunk. I didn't even remember until my best friend told me, and I swear I could have just drowned right there. In science class, our teacher did some project, and obviously I got paired up with him. I mean, how bad is my luck? Why is this happening to me? So after class, he walked up to me and whispered into my ear, "Come meet me tomorrow at my house after school," and then he just left. I don't know what to do anymore, and I just can't understand this. Anyways, thank you for listening, and please just help me.
Luca haters are actually crazy. I know not a lot of people will see this, but he's done nothing but prove himself to everyone. If you don't believe him, just simply block him. It's not difficult. He's not even talking so people get off to it. He's not making content for straight women like some MLM fanfic. He's venting and talking about his feelings and own experiences that's going on in his life. And trying to be funny and freaky about it, not to mention already explaining why when he shouldn't have to. He is a 15-year-old that is already going through stuff, and people just have to make it worse on him. Then the DTH threats, telling him to keys, and CT himself is actually so out of my mind. You just have to be a very ignorant and small-minded person to hate on. A teenager, a child, for talking about his boyfriend, love life, his own life, experiences, and most importantly, venting. Like if someone were venting to you, you wouldn't tell them that it's fake to their face. You wouldn't tell them the keys or just CT themselves, so why do it online? It's actually such a surprise to me that either someone younger or worse, older, or anyone would tell someone to do that. And in my opinion, that's embarrassing overall to actually say that to a teenager already struggling. So instead of worrying about not believing and making such a big deal about whether Luca and Jakob are real or not, they are real. Maybe consider getting a job or a better life. Perhaps even touching grass, because what you are doing is embarrassing. Get professional help instead of hating on someone, expressing his feelings. Also, just because someone can speak another language, doesn't mean they aren't the ethnic origin or race they say they are. Luca and Jakob are Russian, even showing notebooks and texts in Russian, saying someone isn't the race they say they are, just because they speak a different language, is about the most ignorant thing I've ever heard. It's called being bilingual. If you don't know what it means, search it up. Or don't. I don't care. In the end, this shouldn't be happening. It's pointless. He just wants to talk. So just let him Toronio out. P.S. If you see this, Luca, I'm really sorry. You're having to go through all this hate, and just know all of us support you no matter what.
I'm back, guys. So basically, I was at my friend's birthday party, and she had Anna's Snapchat login for streaks because they're friends. So I told her that I wanted to look at it because I'm nosy. Guess what the fuck I found? Anna's other friend, let's call her Maya, was named as My World with a fucking heart emoji after. I wouldn't be mad if it weren't for the fact that Anna used to have a crush on Maya, and Anna literally told me while we were dating how happy she was with her little moments with Maya. So I confronted her about it on Thanksgiving, and it went pretty well. She apologized and said she meant to change it but never got to it. But I'm not naive. And I know that was a shitty lie. But I was still so in love with her that I let it slide, and we were good until we weren't. Like a few months after that, I see her holding hands with another girl. Let me give you some backstory on this girl. Let's call her April. So me and April are friends, kinda. We played volleyball together, but that's about it. When I told her I liked Anna, she told me some surprising stuff, like how Anna likes her and another girl 2 years below our grade. Like, what the hell? April is also really pretty. Not to be a perv, but she has a nice voice and carries herself so well. I did have a small crush on her at one point, but she's religious, so she can't date girls. Anyway, so that's April. Her and Anna knew each other since last school year. And before you guys go crazy, yes, I am jealous of April. She's just so much prettier, and everyone seems to love her, which sadly includes my girlfriend, Anna. Well, ex-girlfriend, but you get my point. So I was really upset about that because I really wanted a future with this girl. I still do. So we talked about it, which also somehow ended up with me also apologizing for getting too jealous. Honestly, there were so many red flags that I ignored that I haven't mentioned. I'm just telling the big parts. I'll be back with part 3. Bye, my fellow scissor citizens.
This account was meant to be a fun account, like, for traumatic shit, but I'm making a BlockBlast video. I've been seeing them all over my For You page. It was necessary. Anyway, but, like, okay, why did Hear Me Out turn into people saying, hear me out, and then, like, pulling their phone out and showing the most gorgeous thing ever that they know everybody's gonna agree with? Like, you're either whipping your phone out to show me the most gorgeous human being ever that you knew I was gonna agree with. You knew I was gonna go, oh my god, yes. And you said, hear me out, just because you wanted to hear that. Or you're whipping your phone out to show me the most disgusting thing ever, and I want to throw up. Like, I also need to stop hearing people saying, hear me out, to the most, like, commonly agreed thing, or person, or whatever. Like, Billie Eilish, hear me out. Bitch, you're heard by literally 95% of the gay population. What do you mean? What do you mean, hear me out? No, I'm not hearing you out because you've been heard by everybody else. I'm hearing you out, you're heard, but no, I'm not hearing you out on you saying that. I feel like everybody, or most people, has that one family friend that is, like, married, older, and just, like, so fine, you know? I have that. We have a family friend. He is the most incredible thing I've ever laid my eyes upon. He is so genuinely sweet, and his personality is incredible. And one of my friends has literally admitted that the way he, like, talks and messages is attractive. Like, yes, but let me tell you, does nobody agree with me? Like, that's a hear me out. I pull up a picture of him and I say, hear me out. They go, no, I'm not fucking hearing you out. What is this shit? It's vile. Because, like, when I say he's older, I mean, like, as in he might be 4 times my age. But anyway, no, I'm not hearing you out. If you say hear me out and then show me the most, like, loved person ever, no, I'm not hearing you out.
Focus, I'm
Hey guys, so, don't mind my crappy gameplay, by the way, but I'd like to talk to you about something. Yeah, so basically, my brother has had this friend since, like, they were, like, really young. I mean, like, really, really young. And I've known him too. His name is Bobby. Yeah, like, typical. Um, and basically, um, I basically after we picked him and my brother up one time, and then afterwards, my brother said something to my mum, and my mum was infuriated. Um, mind you, at the time, I was like 10. Mm-hmm, 10. And, basically, I overheard her talking to my brother in his room. And I overheard her saying that Bobby was grinning in the, car, and I was in there. Yeah, and he wouldn't do it to my mom. He was grinning over me, and I was 10. He was 17. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, like, a few months later, he, like, blew over. Didn't really know what happened, but, like, my mum was, like, not letting him come over anymore or anything. And I heard my brother saying something about his other friend, saying something about me. But I didn't hear what he said, so I said, what? And then my mum got so pissed. Like, she told my dad. My dad was infuriated. I don't even know what, like, was said, because, I didn't hear. He kept asking, like, Mum, what is it? Mum, what is it? And she was like, nothing, nothing. And I was, like, so pissed. I was like, just tell me, bro. And, yeah. So, I was, like, really angry, but I couldn't show it because I didn't know, like, what was going on or anything. So, that was not fun at all for me. And it was just, like, really hard. There was rant done. I'm probably going to do more rants because of a lot to rant about. Anyways, bye.
Secret spy account out.
Focus, to me that much. Like, oh my god, okay, just like, tell me you obsess with me. Like, you talk to me a lot more than you did. So, literally just asked me to be your girlfriend at this point. Anyways, and then his mom and his dad and him gave me a ride home. And we kind of like talked a little bit. He went, oh, see what I have to deal with? Like, kind of joking a little bit about his mom, because his mom was kind of being a little, silly. And, and then we just kind of started talking about Bible camp last year. And it was really fun. And then I got home, and yeah, and that's a V. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys when I get any more updates. Okay. Bye-bye.
I need to get this off my chest once and for all, because the lies and accusations are destroying me. So here it is. The truth. I started posting on May 18th, 2025. I lived in Russia. I still do. I'm a 15-year-old gay boy in a place where I can't talk about who I am without fear. I couldn't tell my friends I had a crush on a boy, so I did what I could. I made TikToks. Stupid little vent videos over BlockBlast gameplay. Just me talking about it in the way I wanted to, thinking it would help. And it did, for a while. Then something crazy happened. People listened. I gained followers. People cared about my story. Maybe because we are two boys, maybe because people like to obsess over MLM couples. I don't know. All I know is I was finally being heard, and I liked it. Then he liked me back, Jacob. We started dating. We stayed anonymous. We didn't show our faces. I'm still anonymous now. To the internet, I'm just a faceless yapper with a silly voice and too much freak, and that's when everything changed. People didn't want to believe it anymore. They say I'm running both accounts. I'm not. They say I'm a girl pretending to be a gay couple for attention. I'm not. I'm a boy. Biologically, emotionally, mentally, I am a boy. They say I am fetish content for straight women, which honestly makes me uncomfortable. I'm not here for views or getting people off. Disgusting, by the way. I'm a hypersexual, mentally ill, 15-year-old gay boy who finally felt seen, and now it's like people want to tear me apart for it. They say I'm faking my nationality, that I'm not Russian, that everything about me is made up. But what would I even gain from that? I've never shown my face. I don't have sponsors. I'm not cashing out on this. This isn't some master plan. It's me, Luca, talking about my boyfriend online because I can't talk about him anywhere else. Is that actually so hard to believe? If it is, I'm not the problem. And now I get threats. DMs telling me to die, calling me slurs, all because I dared to be open about a love I wasn't supposed to have. All because I stayed anonymous, and you decided that meant I wasn't real. But I am real. I can assure you I'm real. I've been vulnerable from the start. You've seen me cry, and vent, and beg for people to believe me. And still, there's always someone ready to twist it, to make me some manipulative liar with a fake boyfriend and a fake story. I'm not. I am literally 15, and I don't know why that's debated. October 28th, 2010. I know that makes me still 14 technically, but still. This relationship is real. I love him. And if you don't believe me, fine. Keep scrolling. Block me. But don't send hate. Don't threaten a child for being happy. To the people who still support me, thank you. Truly. You keep me going. Me and Jacob love you. We're doing our best. I probably need a break. Luke's out.
I'm nothing but a dirty trend hopper. And also, I have, no one else to yap to you about this, because I feel like that's kind of weird. So you know what? The internet is a great place to be freaky. Okay, wait, that's not... Maybe it is what I meant, but yeah. I want to start this by saying I love my boyfriend. Okay, if he ever finds this account, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. However, I will say this, me and my boyfriend the other day, we got taken, the BDSM test a while ago, to compare results for funsies. I don't know, bonding experience, I guess. But the other day, we were being a little silly, a little freaky, if you will, and he's, I don't even remember what he said, but it was something along the lines of, we should go through our tests and explain each result. Okay, I see you. Okay. So, yeah, that's what we did. And let me just say, over text, we are very different than we are in person when it comes to stuff like that. And it's very funny because we will be very, freaky over text, but the moment we're in a room with each other, I don't know what happens. It's like everything just explodes. Anyways, we're going through our results, and I'm learning very, very new things about this man, and I think he definitely learned things about me. So we take turns going over why we think we got each thing, and why it's so high up. And as I'm explaining mine, I finish explaining mine, and he goes, "That makes sense." What? He's just like, "Yeah, with everything I know about you, that kind of makes sense." What? I was like, "Yeah, acting like tough shit, and then secretly wanting to be put in your place is so hot." And he was like, "Of course you'd like that." What? So, want to preference this by saying he started with "That's so cute." What now? It's what now? I'm not gonna say what my boyfriends were, but a lot of them were opposite of what mine were, or the same as what mine were. I was like, okay, all right. But yeah, I don't think I can really say anything else without exposing him. I'll expose myself. I don't care. He doesn't even know I have this account. And you know what? I think I'd much rather him expose himself to me. What? Who said that?
Hello, people. And here's your update. It's the end of Monday, and some eventful things have taken place. So basically, I got to school early again, and lo and behold, guess who I saw? Fine Shite, who from now on I will be calling XY chromosome. So in my school, we have west and east staircases, and then we have 2 staircases in the middle, right? And my locker is all the way at the end of the hallway, so I go down the east set of stairs every single day. So today I put away all my stuff in my locker and then I started walking down the stairs. And I know XY chromosomes' class is on the same side as mine. So obviously he'd be walking up the stairs at some point. And as I opened the door to go to the first floor, boom. Guess who was there? XY chromosome. And we both kind of stopped because we opened the doors at the same time. So we kind of like ran into each other, sort of, which was like kind of romantic. So once I realized who it was, I looked up at him and then he smiled at me. And he was like, "Good morning." Oh, my heavens. So I kind of just looked at him like shocked. And I was just like, "Good morning." And then he walked past me and started going up the stairs and I went to my class. But I had to play it cool, so, you know. It was really no biggie at all. After that, I didn't see him for the rest of the day, up until Spanish. I was walking with my friend to class, and her class is right next door to my Spanish class, and she walked into hers because it's on the closer side, and then I walked into mine, and he sits right in the front row. So, like, right as I walk in, boom shakalaka, like, hello. And I walk in past his desk, and I try not look at him when I do that because, like, I don't know, it makes me really nervous. And, like, I just feel his eyes on me, and then I, like, turn to look. After I sit down, he's still looking. Hello, sir. Hi. And then during class, I'm just always kind of looking at him because why not? But he can't really look at me because he sits in front, and if he turns his head, it's really obvious from the way our desks are, so he never really does. After the bell rang, we did not walk together because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But we didn't. I walked with my friend, and I told her what happened, and she was like, "What?" Also, you guys should know that literally none of my friends know about him, and I love it. I feel like I've never not told people who I like, but now that I haven't, everything is going way better than it normally does. So maybe this is your sign, like, keep stuff to yourself, and it works out, trust me. It is kind of hard, though, because, like, I just want to tell everyone the little slightest interactions that we do. So that's why I tell you guys now. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for listening to me yap and play horrible BlockBlast. And yeah. Okay, love you, bye.
Hi again. So, I just wanted to give some updates and whatnot. So me and my crush are hanging out tomorrow, and I'm nervous. For now, I'm just gonna call her H. I want to tell H tomorrow when we're at her house, but I don't want things to end awkwardly if she doesn't feel the same. And another reason why I don't want to tell her is because she has a stupid boyfriend. And I know I may sound mean or whatever, but it's true. He literally talks to other girls and flirts with them, and she's still with him. Like, come on. Like, I've seen her crying over this dude. And she tells me how much she wants to leave him but never goes through with it. And I think she might be scared. He might do something, but come on. But besides that, do you guys think that I should tell her tomorrow? Whatever suggestions you guys have, leave it in the comments. Pray for me. Anyways, guys, Smarty out.
There is a takeaway pizza in my freezer that's been there for 2 months. And every time I bring it up, my mum's like, food's not gonna go off in the freezer. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine? Mother, it's developing a personality. I swear it breathes every time I open the freezer. It's wrapped in cling film and guilt, just lying there, like, eat me if you dare. And I would, but I'm pretty sure if I defrost it, I'll release a curse from the 1300s. Like one bite, and suddenly I'm in a medieval plague dream, possessed by the ghost of a delivery guy. It's been there for so long, I wouldn't even classify it as food anymore. It's a fixture of the house. Okay? We've got the fridge, the microwave, and Barnaby the pizza. At this point, I'm more likely to feed it than eat it. Sometimes I hear it calling. You know, like it's speaking to me. No, Barnaby, stay frozen. At this point, I'm too scared to throw it out in case it gets offended and follows me.
We got so close, like I could almost feel his lips. And now he's sleeping beside me like it's the most normal thing in the world. He came over again today. No plans, just a you home, text, and then him on my bed like he's always been there. It started off light, jokes, music, the usual. But then we ended up on the floor, messing around over a pillow or something. And suddenly, he was on top of me. Not rough, not playful anymore, just still. Close, his hand on the floor beside my head. His face hovering like he didn't know if he wanted to back off or move closer. Neither of us said anything. We just looked at each other. It didn't last long, but it didn't feel short either. Eventually he rolled off and laid beside me. We didn't speak for a while. We just stayed there, breathing in the same rhythm, not touching, not pulling away. And then the sun started going down. I asked if he wanted to stay. He didn't even hesitate. Yeah, he said, if that's cool with you. We ended up in my bed. Two people with miles of tension between them and barely an inch of space. He turned toward me, said goodnight real quiet. I didn't say it back. I just laid there, eyes open, trying to figure out how we're going to keep pretending we're still just flirting. And now he's asleep beside me, breathing slow, peaceful, like he belongs here. And I'm wide awake, not because I'm nervous, just trying to figure out what this is turning into. Because whatever happened tonight, it wasn't nothing, or was it?
Okay, guys, we have an update because I filmed the other video on Monday. So today is the day that I was supposed to see him. I did see him. Okay, so he was kind of like looking at me like, oh, what? And okay, so he was playing with our mutual friend's little sister. And she's like 3, like she's a toddler. And we were playing pickleball. It was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. What the heck? And then he was like kind of being chatty with me. And him being chatty is kind of like a normal person talking, because he's like kind of shy. And like this time last year, he would not have talked to me that much. Like, oh my God, okay, just like tell me you obsessed with me. Like, you talked to me a lot more than you did. So literally just asked me to be your girlfriend at this point. Anyways, and then his mom and his dad and him gave me a ride home. And we kind of like talked a little bit. He went, oh, see what I have to deal with? Like, kind of joking a little bit about his mom, because his mom was kind of being a little, silly. And, and then we just kind of started talking about Bible camp last year. And it was really fun. And then I got home, and yeah, and that's a V. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys when I get any more updates. Okay. Bye-bye.